Hi everyone, welcome back to Sherry's Metaphysical Corner at NG Work Studios. In today's segment, I'm going to be talking a little bit about stress and how and the why of that. So let's just jump right in here. Stress is created as a result of not being able to predict what's happening next in our life. Our analytical mind automatically starts thinking something's going to get worse, what take place we can't control. Lack thinking. When this happens, we switch on the sympathetic nervous system of fight or flight, and the brain goes into beta state. Now that's one of the 5 states that we talked about in the last segment, meaning that's our awake state right now, our awake state of being, okay? And it simply means pay attention to the things or happenings that are going on in and around you. It could be a car accident, it could be the weather is unpredictable, a coworker that's edgy, a relationship that's struggling, anything. It could be anything. Family members. That's where the analytical mind starts to take over and creates turbulence, overthinks things. So when the brain's in this heightened state, we try to control everything. In the neurological network of the brain, we start shifting our attention to all of these. Now, we're electric beings. Excuse me. So even when I was using the tuning forks with people many years ago, I talked about that. We're electric beings. So like an electrical surge in a house, there's an energy surge in the brain, sending signals out in no particular rhyme or reason, no order. So it's like an explosion of energy from within the brain, but no signal is connecting to the heart. So now once in this state, the analytical mind starts looking for worst case scenarios, falling back into our survival thinking. So in this state, we shift our attention to fear-based survival. The brain starts sending out signals of sequence that are out of sequence, and it creates an inability to control and manage emotional responses, which can lead to emotional shifts and changes. The emotion code uses a chart of 60 vibrational emotions that become stuck in the body: sadness, anger, guilt, depression, anxiety, and a host of more. Here, let me just show you the chart. This is the chart that we use, that we're seeking out in your body that are stuck, creating havoc in the body, in the system, setting up programs, okay? And we connect with your subconscious to find these by going to the underlying root issue that's triggering this. What's going on with the body? Are they depressed? Is there a lot of anxiety? Are they having physical pain? We go to the underlying root issue and find it using this chart. That's just for trapped emotions. There's another part to this that we also work with. It's called the body code. It goes much deeper into the body, works with the organs and glands and circuits. So when the brain and the heart are out of sync, we're over focused on something that we can't stop thinking about. I'm sure many of you can attest to that. I mean, I've done it. Research shows that in this state, we are actually making the brain worse. We're analyzing our problems within the disorder of low frequency stuck emotions. That's what's triggering all that. Stuck frequencies. These emotions push the brain and the body out of balance. That's when we start to feel anxious, anxiety, physical pain. It lets us know. And it's for this reason many suffer from physical pain as well as emotional pain. And in some cases, this is what's keeping people from participating in life. And the reason is because we've been carrying around programs in the system for decades that's like dragging suitcases full of rocks, like a noose around your neck, with a huge suitcase behind you, and we're dragging that around with us. That's what it's like for the body, carrying all of this excess emotional baggage around. So these programs are lack thinking and trapped emotion vibrations. The body communicates with the conscious self through discomfort of pain of some kind, just to let us know that there's something amiss. Now, it doesn't have vocal cords, so it's through this process that it communicates with us. It's showing us something. We just have to pay attention. Pay attention to the signs. There's something amiss. Negative thoughts can become things. The more negative a person thinks and feels, the more of that low vibration we attract, because it's already in here. So we're going to keep attracting more. That's what the universe is seeing. It's attracting more of that to ourselves, because that's how the universe reads us. It's not by our name. It's not by how cute we are. It's by the frequency that we're vibrating at. That's how it finds us. That's how it's shooting things to us. It's through that. So with that, we lower our resistance, weaken the system, and set up programs of lack frequencies in the body. And they stay there till they're released. Emotions alter our internal state. Hence, trapped emotions that could not be processed became stuck in the body due to their being too challenging, too difficult, too upsetting, too hurtful, whatever the issue was. We find the majority of these are created in childhood, believe it or not. In childhood, and they stay there, and you take them with you into your adult life. And many of my clients can attest to that. These frequencies then remain and continue to attract more, creating layers upon layers. In other words, it's duplicating itself. So this creates dis-ease, and I hyphenate this, dis-ease in the system, and eventually creates disease, simply because the body and its organs and glands are taxed from these low frequencies, and as a result, it's lowering the effectiveness of the organs and glands' ability to function. And I mean, I'm sure you've heard of this. Many clients I've had, they've had gallbladders removed, thyroids removed, knees replaced, hips replaced. That's a result of some of this. I'm telling you, 95% of people that have issues, it's because of these trapped frequencies that trigger our emotions. So that's the reason it's important to be very aware of our thinking and words chosen as we continue releasing and balancing with energetic work. If we keep bumping the system out of balance over and over and over again, and keep moving it out of homeostasis, that balance is now a program in the body. Energy will flow where thoughts go. Remember that. Okay, so here's some links that I'm going to leave that are of very highly influential teachers that I've followed through the years, and as I continue on my own journey. Dolores Cannon, and I'll leave you all the links below. Dr. Bradley Nelson, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Lee Carroll. These are just some greats that I've learned a tremendous amount from, so check them out. Also, I've left some links at the bottom of works to better help you help yourself, so you might want to check those out. All right, well, that's all the time I have today, but I wanted to make sure that I dropped in and left some information, even if it's just a discussion and not a live segment. I like to be here. I like to be present. If you have any questions, you can certainly leave me comments at the bottom. If you're interested in any of my works or my book, A Change in Perception, and here's the book, you can go to my website, energyworkstudio.com, for more information on this and to read an excerpt from the book. Okay, let me just push this a little bit closer. Maybe this will be easier to see it. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, hoo, hoo. And they tell me, my spirit team, now I'm clairaudient, I hear my spirit team, and they tell me that I'm going to be writing another book. I've been really busy the last several years. I mean, the last 7 years. Many of you already know this. I took care of my mom who had dementia. And the last 5 years I lived with her and really took care of business. And I just refused to put her in a nursing home. I took care of her myself. She ate only organic food that I prepared, took organic supplements, used standard process supplements and others that were organic. And she was happy. She was home. She passed in her home happily, quietly, not in a nursing home. So, and she was on absolutely no medication whatsoever. Nothing. So, just food for thought. So I haven't been able to do as much until now, getting involved more and more and more. In particular because of some of the teachers that I'm following now. I can really get involved in. I'm telling you, some of the things that I'm learning, my circuits inside myself light up like a Christmas tree. I'm just in it now, and I can feel there's a shift coming. So also, click the subscribe button at the bottom, and that way you'll be notified when I'm either live offering free samples to people. If somebody wants to sample how I do this work with the Emotion Code, Body Code, pain in your hips, arthritis, sad, depressed, anxious, can work on that, release trapped emotions. Or if you tune in to the pre-recorded discussions or the interviews that I do or have done, you'll be notified when that's going to be taking place. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope that you felt that you learned something. That's my goal. That's my mission, to help people help themselves. So, and to laugh. That's my second goal. The goal for everyone else is to help people help themselves. The goal for myself is to laugh and have fun along this journey. Laugh and have fun. So keep smiling. Be silly out there, everyone. Take care. See you again next week. Bye for now.